Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the vlog. It's a little bit after 2, it's about 2:30. So far today, I've had to go out and grab some meat at the meat store. I took Natalie to her well checkup today, had to go get some gas, and now that she's done with her checkup, I took her to the consignment store to let her pick out a little toy, because anytime the girls have their well checkups, I always treat them to something after that normally. But then I had to come out because last week sometime I called a produce stand and ordered a bushel of green beans, and she said she would have them Monday, which was yesterday, but I wasn't feeling the best yesterday, so I came to pick them up today. And I got there and I had my debit card in my hand, and I was kind of like getting some extra things too, and she's like, just so you know, we don't take debit cards. Some of them do, some of them don't. So I had to run down here to the dollar store, get cash back. So I'm done getting the cash back. Now we're gonna go back to the produce stand, pick up the green beans, and then head back home. I want to can these green beans. I'm getting, it's like 14 pounds, so I'm gonna be able to do, I think it's 14 quarts of green beans. I don't think I'll do it all in one day. I think I'll get them home, get all the girls to help me snap them, and then maybe can them tomorrow. I know it's gonna be a process because that's a lot of green beans, y'all. But anyway, we're gonna go pick those up and head back home now. Okay, so I just got done canning 7 quarts of green beans. Those are kind of sitting and resting now. So I wanted to come out here into my little bed and show y'all the progress out here before I water it. So over here we've got cucumbers, which are coming up beautifully. And yes, I know they do not have enough room to grow in here, so we're going to take most of these out and transplant them into my other garden bed. And then over here we actually have some lettuce and I think a couple of peppers, and Josh said he thinks there may be some basil in here. So anyway, I know we'll have to take some of this out and transplant it as well, but I'm just so excited because it's coming up so beautifully. And then over here, my basil, it's coming up. And then down there are my beds. I don't know if you can see from here or not, but that green right there, that's squash on that side. On the other side is cucumbers. That bed over there doesn't have anything in it yet because I think I'm going to use that one for transplanting whenever we have to bring those down. And then Josh has a bigger garden planted over there beside our garage. He kind of tilled that up and got some stuff in it. And I think that's all we're going to do for the fall. And then this winter, I think he's going to build 2 more boxes and we'll plant a lot more in the spring. But for now, we're just going to do the one on the back porch, these 2, and then the one beside the garage. So now I'm just gonna give it a good watering for the day. Thankfully we've been getting some good rainstorms every day to water all of the other beds in the garden. So while I was in the consignment store, I found this cute book. It was like, I think $3. It's Mouse Cookies and More. We love if you give a mouse a cookie story, and this one has lots of cute stories, and I'm so excited. I know my little kids, you want to see? Will especially be excited about this. Oh, look, it's even got some little recipes in here. You like that book? Remember, if you give a mouse a cookie? You remember that book? Yeah. And we like watching the TV show on Amazon too, right? Alright y'all, so it is 2 or 3 days later now. I don't even know. Anyway, today is Saturday. So we took a little family trip out to Georgia today just to kind of look around. We got something to eat there. We ate some Mexican. And then on the way home, one of the places where I had a freeze dryer reserved happened to call me while we were already there, just a few minutes away from them actually, and said that the freeze dryer was ready. So anyway, we went by there and picked that up. We've been waiting on it. I think I called about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she said they were expecting a shipment. She put me on the waiting list, and today was the day I was able to go get it. So I'm super excited to start using it. Is that all of the accessories? Yep. So here it is. We went with the medium, and it's in the black color. It's actually a lot smaller in person than it is like looking at it online, but I'm super excited. I guess the trays are probably in there too. That's the sealer, yep. Are you enjoying your yogurt, Nat? Here are the trays. I'm going to take these upstairs and go ahead and get them washed. Today we're just working on setting it up, and I think tomorrow I'm going to try to freeze dry probably watermelon, maybe some blueberries. I'm trying to do some fruit first and see how that turns out. I think we're almost excited about blueberries, watermelon, and Skittles.
I can't wait to do watermelon.
What are you excited about, Nat?
Watermelon.
The watermelon, me too.
And the Skittles.
And the Skittles. And also I'm going to be making some like soups and stuff to freeze dry. That way when Josh goes camping, he'll have some camping food, and for lunch, like when he goes to work, he can just add some water to it and then have soup in the winter. Just put some hot water in a thermos and it's ready to go.
Alright, so this is the relief valve.
Is it hard to set up?
No, I hadn't looked. Oh, whoa. It is with a camera right there. I'm just kidding.
So while he is working on getting that all set up, we're going to go through the instruction manual and look through that, and I'm going to go wash all of these trays, and then we'll probably give it a try sometime tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to leave y'all. Let me walk by this air conditioner. But anyway, now I'm going to leave y'all with 2 new crock pot recipes, which were so very good. The whole family loved both of them. Both really easy to make in the crock pot, especially with school starting back. You know, we need some easy school meals, the crock pot meals. So I'm gonna leave y'all with those 2 recipes, and I'm gonna end this vlog here. I hope that y'all enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up. Bye. Good morning, everybody. Today I am going to be making some garlic bread in my bread machine, and then in my crock pot I'm going to be making some ground beef and cheesy pasta. So first I'm going to get my bread started. This is a super easy bread recipe. So I've already sprayed my pan in there. Now we're just going to go in with 1 cup of warm water. Next is 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Next is 1 teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to go in with 3 cups of bread flour. 1, 2, and 3. I'm just going to use what I have on hand, which is garlic powder. And I'm just going to put some of that in there. Now we're going to go in with 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. Alright, now I need to get this plugged in. So we just want to choose the basic white bread setting, which is number 1 on my bread machine. It's already set on 1. Instead of 2 pounds, I'm just going to do 1.5 pounds, and the crust medium. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Now I'm going to start working on the crock pot dinner. Alright, so this recipe calls for 1 pound of ground beef, but I've got a little over 2 pounds. So I'm going to use all of this and just double the recipe as I go. Alright, so I'm just going to get this brown first of all. Alright, now that the ground beef is in the crock pot, we're going to add some onion to the pan. And again, since I don't have any minced garlic, I'm just going to add some garlic powder to this. Alright, now I've got my onion that I sauteed and garlic. I'm going to add that to the crock pot on top of the ground beef. Now I'm going to add a whole jar of spaghetti sauce, pasta sauce. 1 can of diced tomatoes. This one actually has some chilies in it. You don't have to do it with the chilies if you don't want to. 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Some pepper. And now 3 cups of water. And that's it. We'll be adding the cheeses and the noodles later on today. So I'm going to put the lid on this. We're going to cook this on medium heat for about 4 hours, and then we'll do the noodles and the cheeses later on. I actually don't have a medium heat, so I'm just going to set mine to low, which will still be totally fine. I'm just going to do it for a little bit longer than 4 hours. Alright, so it's been a little over 4 hours. And now we're supposed to add in 2 cups of uncooked pasta. I think I'm going to add a little bit over 2 cups because, like I said, I have added more to this recipe because I had more ground beef. I've done about 2.5. Now I'm going to add in some mozzarella cheese. I'm just kind of guessing on this one. It says, I think, 1/2 cup now, and then you stir it and add 1/2 cup later. So I'm just going to put some in there, stir it around. Get all those noodles in there in the liquid. What, Everly? Alright, now we're going to add mozzarella cheese all to the top. We're not going to stir this one next. We're just going to let it sit on the top and melt. And this is going to cook for a whole nother hour so those noodles can get nice and tender. By the way, the garlic bread is really good. It tastes like garlic bread. I was a little skeptical since I had to use the garlic powder, but it is really good. It's going to go good with this meal. Alright, now I'm going to put the lid on. So now for night number 2, we're going to be doing chicken and rice in the crock pot. So first, I am going to cut my chicken up a little bit, put it at the bottom of the crock pot. Actually, you know what? I need to spray it first. I need to spray my crock pot before I put the chicken in. Crock pot meals make life so much easier, especially when you're a big family. You don't have to worry about what to cook that night. You just throw it in the crock pot in the morning and it's done by night. Alright, I'm going to add my chicken in. Alright, now I'm going to go in with 1.5 cups of long grain brown rice. I just have the Great Value one here. So I added some onion to the top of the rice. Now I'm going to add some carrots that I chopped up. Alright, now I'm going to add some garlic powder and pepper to this. Now I'm going to add 3 cups of chicken broth. Okay, so the recipe only calls for 1 can cream of chicken, but I'm going to actually add a can cream of chicken and a cream of celery. We don't add the cheese until later. It already smells good. It smells good. We're going to cook this on high for about 4 hours, and then we will add our cheese in a little while. So I'm going to turn this on. Okay, so now I'm going to add some shredded cheese to this. This is also the time that you would add some peas if you want to put peas in it, but I'm not. I'm just going to add some cheese and let all of this melt, and then we'll be ready to eat.